Howdy. Yeah. Howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. I'm so low on Mora. That's concerning.
I'm heading east.
But we're going back to... we're going back to the volcano. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do this, I guess. That's here. Alright. Now, this is not the least complicated place of all.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
And so thinking about these shots, what happened here? Because so were these made by the dragons when there was this fight? Some of these, but it really, these happen to be very similar to how these are formed. So maybe these islands were hitting the sweet spot on the sky. Fuck knows, but we are going to explore a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna use you. Woohoo! Sorry about this, my dude. But I'm not going to stay for that long.
Show no mercy.
Let's ride!
Target acquired.
That's one, but what are we doing actually?
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh. Fulfill our pact.
Light it up!
I got him cornered.
Okay. Next one.
Get to work.
I mean, reinforcements coming.
East Laline. East Papa. Get him.
Burn it down!
Claim these souls. Target acquired.
Scared, speechless. Show no mercy.
If only there was some way to smash these. Ah, so you want me to do this? Wait. Wait! Really? Okay. There we are. So what did we do? Activate. Crushing the Heart of Flames. Chosen dragons clear the path shrouded in its rift and thereby open the path to the heart of the Sacred Mountain.
Go
Of
on,
course.
take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Make it a little bit quieter for myself. It's probably not changing anything for you. I get it, but I'm going back to, well, wherever, just to heal back a little bit, because those rift hounds are bullshit, like they always were. My HP is gone, even though my characters are fine. I didn't want to click on you. How many of these do we have? 36. Hey, maybe I want to click on you. Offer 35. This is going to be 40 for the last one. 38. And it's... yeah, whatever. 100 primos. Pyrosigil. Shrines of Death Key. No, I got 2. What did I want here? Right now? Oh, 55. Uh-huh. I get it. So we are going back here. I'm doing this again. And that is funny how we see the upper layers bottom, basically.
Here I go!
The abyssal corrosion seems could this be the secret source of dragon idol that Amaru told us about?
Look out below!
Okay, that does nothing. No, that's just another one that... an abyssal corrupted something something. Oh, it's probably up there. Let's see. Then the secret source and dragon idol that stands here bears ancient signs of abyssal corrosion. Perhaps we should give it the permit and the replacement energy. And what if we shouldn't? It jumped right in. Roar. Okay. Oh, down there. Is that the heart of the secret? It's kind of like a huge tear in the heart. Proceed deeper. Yeah, but in the meantime, let's pick this one up. Oh, it's a lot deeper than Paimon imagined, and something about it is giving Paimon a really bad feeling. The end of the road. Proceed deeper. Whoa. As the burning sun sears shadows, enter the huge space beneath the volcano. So we are going to, I guess, sanctify 3 big balls. Talk to Paimon. Huh. Would have thought there'd be such a huge space underneath this volcano. And it's a wall-to-wall abyss in here. Now that Paimon thinks about it, the abyss covering the entrance probably crawled up from down here. O chosen dragons, the power of blazing fire now rests within you. Go forth and vanquish the great enemy cloaked in shadow. Huh? What's this fuzzy warm strength Paimon feels all over? That's a later question, and let's use it to send the abyss packing right here and now. Roar! Clear out the abyss and release the astral assemblages. I don't think that we are going to need this guy here. Hey, what you guys doing?
Get to work!
Let's ride! Rev the end!
Locked on.
Okay.
Why me? Headbutt! Yeah!
Why wasn't I running? Why aren't you running?
Let's roll!
There you are.
Running late again.
Are there any more around here?
Hurry up, Brassa!
Oh, come on. Do we need to use this? Maybe not.
Show no mercy! Hurry up, Brassa!
Oh, fuck you, game. One is down.
Time to roll!
Another one. What about the rest? There you go. Resonate. What?
Fulfill our pact!
Light it up!
I got him cornered.
Is there any more? Second one. Okay, level 1.
Running late again.
Oh,
Running late again.
haha.
Hurry up, Grassa!
Where? Well, what are we doing now? Destroy the oozing force, but that's what I was doing.
Hurry up, Grassa!
There, and how do I do that? What are we supposed to do about that? Yeah, that's easy. There we go. That's what we were doing about it. This is going to be Chronicler of the Crumbling City. Quest completed. An omen of annihilation and the final something. Entreaty. Okay.
Running late again.
Final Ember Forged started. A finale Ember Forged. Recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Maybe later. I mean, I would go begin reviewing. Let's see what this is about. Okay, it's not that. Between Pledge and the Forgotten's review, having obtained the talisman from Vashaklahun Ubakan, you open the path to the ruins of the Sage of the Stolen Flame together with your companion Shellhead. Together with your Saurian friend, you each endured the test and overcome all dangers in the end, obtaining one of the 2 golden entreaties. Lost traveler in the Ashen Realm. Yeah, in order to retrieve the legendary Jade of Return, you and your companion Shellhead arrive at the ancient city of Ochkanatlan. Your adventures take you to the Tonatiuh together with the adventurer Bona, whom you met in the ruins. After driving off the wicked dragon that attacked and successfully boarded the ship, you gradually discover the truth hidden behind the Jade of Return and finally retrieve the important token needed to undo the blessing of the Flame Lord from the hands of Ochkan as he lay upon the brink of death. Okay, so I thought that it will be a longer recap. Offer up the golden entreaties.
So shiny.
Present the golden entreaties chosen of dragons. Huitzilopochtli. Ignite the sacred flame to cleanse creation. To cleanse creation? Now what's going to happen? This is enter the light. Well, some people would say that do not enter the light.
Hurry up, Brassa.
Woo! Unexpected. So, once we are in there, we can activate the Sacred Flame and cure Shellhead. That way, he'll be able to grow up healthily, right? Or, thinking back on it, we sure have done tons of stuff on this journey, and cleared loads of trials created by that stage of the Stolen Flame guy. We even had a bust-up with Ochkan, that super famous tyrant. Well, he turned out to be Coco in the end. And not as bad a guy as we thought. And come to think of it, all that stage of the Stolen Flame stuff was kind of weird, but hey, whatever, let's get going. Step into the light and then let the sacred flames of the mountain cleanse all. The next part of the story is tightly connected. For the best experience, it is recommended that you continue when you have ample time to complete it. I mean, what do you mean ample time? Whatever. I'll go in. Another moment. We should prepare a bit for another moment to lose. Roar. Don't you worry. Come on, let's go. An omen of annihilation. Let's just come forward. Face your final test. Wait, no one told us anything about all this. Well, they say that stories like this never end. Whatever they say. Oh. So it's just me. That's not cool. I'm basically doing nothing. So, what? The fuck? All members? What? Only member, and what was this? Like, I couldn't dash away. Save your companions. Must open. What? At this rate, the disordered power will devour your frail body utterly. One who speaks coldly. Even so, you surprised me. I did not expect that you could use the power within your blood to such an extent without having received the proper guidance. Huh? Come, accept the guidance of the true sacred flame. Let the power bear you up rather than use your body to bear this power. Come forth. Long have I awaited you, chosen of dragons, dragonborn who braved the flame and returned. As the light floats around you, the rampaging power within your body seems to circulate, submitting to some ever-shifting cycle. Your body seems to adapt to this change. It is just like the moment when you gain wisdom from the liquid phlogiston you immerse yourself in. Countless images flow into your mind, following the circulating power, almost as if they are being reassembled and read out to you. Come, I have something to show you. The speaker's voice seems immeasurably distant. And after that, both your body and consciousness fall into a wide abyss. Wide abyss. Look for the objectives in the area. Open your eyes, descendant of the Flame Lord. I believe this is the second time I have formally met you in this form. Wait, my voice is... and my body too. You have briefly achieved the form of a mature dragon after your power was channeled with the proper guidance. Were that not the case, that savage strength would have warped your form. In an earlier eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained Natlan were regarded by the heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomenon. They cast sky nails down to destroy the land. So, in an earlier eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained Natlan were regarded by the Heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomenon. The dragons boast extreme adaptability and evolutionary capacity, but this was used against us. Countless dragonborn could only devolve so as to survive in present-day Natlan. Now this is the first time, though, when I see this as a twin sun, twin light. It's like a sun with two cores. Here, this is interesting. But their bloodline has not changed. That which Shiokotl would not admit, the mark on one's horn would prove. For in the beginning, it was through his horn that the Pyro Dragon Sovereign first transmitted flaming light and wisdom. So the removal of the blessing was a lie you made up? Only one of a mission. If not guided correctly, this disordered power would indeed kill most Saurians who bear the blessing. The only question became whether we could control the blessing's occurrence or not. The answer was that we had a high chance of success. But you do not speak falsely even so. I did intend to use a human to unseal the volcano and use Shabalanke's oath to have a human bring back the other golden treaty. Which is why I created that legend in the first place, and I would not name it an honorable tactic. Many are the great humans who have died for this cause. But you will understand in time that I no longer had any other choice. So the so-called chosen of dragons refers to both the chosen dragon and the chosen human who brings the dragon here. It's just that once you were brought here, the human's duty had already ended. None but you remained to tread the final path. Wait a minute, those words, they ring in my head, why? Now you have mastered the way Dragonborn speak, a distant thing indeed, from the brute cries of Natlan's saurian kind. And if you willed it, you could have an intelligent being understand your words. You could have any intelligent being understand your words. Indeed, the phlogiston within your body and the information and wisdom passed down from antiquity through the primal flame will also begin emerging. You're the sage of the stolen flame, so what should I call you, Kukulkan then? That was the first of my names. And also the one that bound me most tightly. Later, however, as my list of names grew, it grew to be insignificant. So this guy should be the same as Amaru. But as far as I'm concerned, all of the mechanized dragons could be Amaru. But Kukulkan was, forget. Though all names will very soon become meaningless, you may simply call me that for now. Strange. I feel like I've forgotten something very important. Confused? Well, it's quite normal to, after having reattained wisdom, be flooded by the sea of information. But if you'd like to assuage your discomfort, allow me to change into a form you'll find more familiar. Gru? Well, what do you think? Quite convenient, no? Oh, that guy. Should you desire it, our transformative arts will reveal themselves to you with but a thought, though you will require the help of some little souls too. It's fine, I'm happy the way I am. Fair enough, forgive me for being presumptuous. That is how the story began, no? In that case, let us start this way too. Anyway, come with me. Speak to the ones who names to the one who names themselves Kukulkan. Oh, there's a lot more in this. This is the true heart of the sacred mountain. In the beginning, okay. Again, you will say a lot of things that I will have to read out. Indeed. Okay. This is the true heart of the sacred mountain, the place where my great brother created Huitzilopochtli, Pochtli, whatever. The blueprints for the Word of Old are recorded here. The blueprints for the Word of Old. In the beginning, the first Pyro Dragon Sovereign was birthed from the primal flame here on the sacred mountain. Here too he shaped the sacred city. He used the primal flame to mold... wow, that was even quicker. He used the primal flame to mold and shape the Dragonborn, the first of which he gifted with an offshoot of that same fire. Huh? In the tales of the Dragonborn, that offshoot was part of a great soul. And that was you? Indeed. Okay. So the Word of Old, as the one before the primordial one? Or the one that the primordial one imagined? Because now here it seems like we are looking at the area inside the volcano. The river from beyond the skies once froze Shiokotl in lava, causing him to fall into a false death. The river. So the river is probably either the primordial one or the heavenly principles, but more like the primordial one. But why river? What can it mean? Looter, raider, marauder. Okay, but when the Dragon King Nibelung descended from beyond the circles of this world, he was called forth by the abyss and awoke from his long dream. So Nibelung is definitely then a descender. Now we know that Dragon King Nibelung descended from beyond the circles of this world. He was called forth by the abyss and awoke from his long dream. But this one was his second coming, right? Or he never was here before his second coming. The river annihilated the great black-winged lord at a great cost, and at that moment our fiery sovereign, who had been steeped in the abyss, regained brief, tragic clarity. As he saw it then, this realm, once ruled by wisdom's blazing light, now lay shattered. A land once suffused by primal flame was now corroded by the dark foe, cankered and covered head to toe in sores. Having himself become a breeding ground for darkness, his periods of clarity ever shortening, he knew not when he would become lost to senseless twisted nothingness. In truth, in his final days, he may as well have restarted his false death, for all the difference it made. All the while, his entire race had become a gaggle of squawking fools. Now that you possess true wisdom, I have little doubt that you too understand how it feels to be a changed being. And so Shiokotl used the last of the time and wisdom left to him to transform the Dragon City once more and created a Tsitsimime. And finally, Huitzilopochtli. What is Huitzilopochtli? The Natlan phlogistonisation array. That is to say, a device that can transform all Natlan into a land of only phlogiston, or only of matter comprised of phlogiston. What? Phlogiston is an atom upon which information may be transcribed and is itself a form of computronium, an element that can be used to imitate the essence of any and all things throughout the weaving of language. Iridescent inscriptions, but weaving of language. This is why phlogiston can take on different forms and even switch between them, And this is also why you could see phantoms of at the repair mechanisms in the Chamber of Deliberation. Huitzilopochtli will burn everything, and all that information will be locked and replicated by that ocean of phlogiston units. Turning all Natlan into a realm composed solely of primal flame. When that happens, the moment the abyss approaches, the astral assemblages created by the primal flame will automatically attach to them, using mutual annihilation reactions to consign our shadowy foe to oblivion. The abyss shall never again be allowed even to gaze upon this realm, but all the lives in Natlan, they will die by Huitzilopochtli's hand, or they can forsake their bodies and become pure phlogiston-based life forms. So it's the same as with the primordial sea, or what it was called in Fontaine. There shall be neither ley lines nor substantive bodies. We shall own everything, yet never again own anything. We shall be beholden to neither birth nor death. Perhaps even life's meaning shall become null and void to us. At that time, those dragons who have discarded their bodies and become phlogiston life forms shall become the rulers of the new world. That's terrifying. So I thought too, when this plan was first revealed to me. At the time, I believed that should this come to pass, all life would simply become flickering, illusory shadows cast by a titanic torch. Having lost our bodies, we would be bereft of any possibility to continue evolving. But no Dragonborn who serves Shiokatl could refuse his orders. So I sought another path. Perhaps I should done another guise for this bit. Ah, Bona. Well, what do you think? Quite fascinating, no? Things such as this are easily possible through proper phlogiston manipulation via iridescent inscriptions. I kind of want to puke. Yeah, because he thinks that he guided us, but for us it's like we were manipulated and tricked. What an interesting response. Alright, now let's head to Tonatiuh to search for that now non-existent Jade of Return, shall we? Yeah, I can use this. And these are, as I'm sure you have guessed, these are my okay, I will read it. Wasn't that long, but long enough to... So these are... As I'm sure you have guessed, these are my kin who have abandoned their physical forms. Foolishly, following the decree of a long-dead king, they entered a dream without knowing when it might ever come to pass. Oh. The mere maintenance of their state in the sealed-away sacred city devoured vast swathes of resources. So for them to basically remain, not remain alive, just to remain, it requires energy and maintenance, which is not cool. Oh, Tonatiuh. Now that is a fine name, really. Before the false sky enveloped the world. Huh. The city that lay beneath it could have rivaled Toulon itself. means Ochkanatlan. In those days, while in search of light in the pitch-dark outer realms, we set up a stairway? No, it might be more correct to call it a cable to reach beyond our skies. And before Ochkan spun it around, we had been preparing to leave it beyond our orbit and use it to tighten the sky cable and anchor the latter's trajectory. Later, it was modified to become Tonatiuh. It was originally intended to have hung higher in the sky, and then my beloved son, Ochkan, hid a golden entreaty there. Yeah, but we're more like on the side of Ochkan, and yeah, this is his father, and there are the 3 moons though, seemingly. So this guy is bad news, ultimately. I once thought that through him I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. I believe that once I understood the secrets of its operation... Okay, so, again, I once thought that through him I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. So the ley lines were there before, Yerman saw. Then I could use this method to merge the human and dragon races, allowing Dragonkin to use subtler means to resist our great foe, the Abyss. And perhaps even allow the Dragonborn the right to once more glimpse through beyond the skies. But you failed. The thing is that this guy is detached to everyone, detached from everyone living in this world. So he cares about the greater good, but he doesn't care about anyone surviving until, like, enjoying the benefits of. And what are the benefits? Okay, there will be another race that will emerge and be happy that there is no abyss, not knowing that there was an abyss ever, because the abyss would not be destroyed, but this place would be protected from the abyss. But is that worth it? But you failed. Indeed, compared to the dragons whose souls are more powerful and more uniform, the individual variation among human souls is far too great, and most of them are too fragile anyway. Ochkan, his spirit was like a broken glass. He flew all too close to the sun, that he could become one with it. And close he got indeed, only to lose his shape as a result. He was so alike to my old self, and just as disappointing. Just like humanity itself. Perhaps I came into contact with them because I too once shared their frailties and harbored fantasies of overcoming the strong even in my weakness. And such a fantasy came true once, when Xbalanque seized upon Xiuhcoatl's weak point and slew him. A weak point, you say? Xiuhcoatl was the master of the first flame, wielder of all light, heat, and wisdom. He controlled the primal flame, and could even plunge his entire body into it. By all rights, at that time, there was no way he could have been harmed. If he had not modified one of his pupils to serve as the control hub for Huitzilopochtli, that is, because he had to monitor and anchor reality using this eye. It became his sole weakness. That is how Xbalanque was able to take him down alongside himself. Wait, they died together? Yes, Xbalanque was undoubtedly slain at that time, but he was reborn then, and thus became the so-called god of fire, the Pyroarchon. Perhaps he paid the price for this death delayed, or perhaps this was part of the deal he had made with a certain entity all along. Whatever the case, he knew what Huitzilopochtli was, and naturally, my alliance with him through Ochkan was meant to prevent its activation. Enter then the Golden Entreaties, the control hub that could be used to reactivate this place, split in two between us for safekeeping. Speak to the ones who names themselves Kukulkan. I mean, can I not talk to you guys? It seems not. So you're going to talk shit again? Maybe not this time. This is a tower that allows Huitzilopochtli to cover all Natlan and anchor its areas of coverage. I mean, this is the top of the tower and some parts. Most of them were destroyed at Ochkan's orders, but their fragments serve the same purpose anyway. They never imagined that the carrier medium was something far smaller and more delicate, to the point that even a single stone could contain iridescent inscriptions. Had they found out, my plans now would have been rendered impossible. On Tonatiuh, a place where I stored the Golden Entreaty alongside this place, I once believed that humanity could create civilizations still more glorious. And Xabalanque's apotheosis, I even thought that they might avoid the dead and be walked into. So I decided to give them more time. But too many years have gone by. None amongst the tribes have even dared, not since Ochkan, to establish a united empire. Until today, they lean on the authority of their so-called Archon like a crutch. They were unable to forge weapons for themselves to wield, such that their world might be defended from the all-corrupting dark. Their way of fighting against the Great Shadow still lies in their stale stories of heroic valor passed from generation to generation. So consumed are they with the past that they dare not risk it all. Each time our foe strikes from the shadows, the slowly accumulated fruits of civilization are destroyed all in an instant, and afterward there is only the eternal cycle, or worse, inexorable devolution. The time I granted as grace has lost all meaning as a result. Perhaps if I gave them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they will create that glorious shining epoch, but my fate has run out. Now these are strong words. And waiting has become a luxury, whether it be for me or this once sealed sacred city. Come, this story is almost at its end. Let me witness your choice. Mine Yes, chosen of dragons, I would hear your answer. So he wants to convince us, but doesn't force our hand. Wait a second, it's interesting. Oh, it's above us. I get it. It's very similar to the path that Mavuika was going through. Because those are dragon spines, but those are... That's the volcano there, actually. It's kinda similar. Is that dragon head? Right there. So it's like these dragons form the land. Behold, Huitzilopochtli and its activation array. Bring it to life. This way our shadowy enemy may never again gain a foothold upon this place, and afterward, via the gradual expansion of the primal flame's power, just like when a complete bubble is blown within the leaking husk of an old one, perhaps the entire world shall become free from abyssal poison. But the authority over primal flame, when Natlan is fully phlogistonized, the very concept of life will be rewritten. The authority will then return naturally. Only draconic phlogiston life forms may wield this authority. As such, you can become the shaper of this new world. You can also become the Pyro Dragon Sovereign renewed. No, I suspect that any such rulership would be something entirely new, surpassing our traditional conceptions. Then you shall reclaim all light, all heat, all wisdom, bring in all order and great glory back to this realm, even to this world. Even if doing so means the end of evolution? Who knows? Perhaps it will instead prove the beginning of a new evolutionary cycle. Stopping on the path leading onward can be another form of bravery, especially when the alternative is infinite regression. Now then, choose. Activate Huitzilopochtli. Draw near, and then feel. Now then, choose. No, wait. Petune. Oh my, and here I thought you wouldn't be able to remember them. Never mind how your mind now has at least 1,000 years worth of memories within it. I also intended for you to make your decision while having forgotten them. Petune was never meant to have existed here. Though, of course, it was precisely due to her aid and that you were able to reach this place. She is, however, rather special. It may be that the phlogistonization of Natlan will not affect her. It may be. No one knows what will happen once it is activated. Perhaps there shall then be no difference between you and me. Perhaps we shall both be destroyed. Perhaps she and that little emissary by her side will live. Perhaps they will not. Huh, enough of that. Time is short. We do not have much excess energy left to also maintain those of our kind who have already become phlogiston life forms. So you could have waited for tens of thousands, but now time is short. If we do not obtain the authority over the primal flame in time, all shall soon perish. And once that moment comes, choice itself will be lost to us. Quickly, choose, O chosen of dragons. This is an omen of new life and also the final entreaty. Entering trigger sequence, 3 rounds of confirmations will be required to either activate or deactivate the sweeping skyfire, the sunquake. First confirmation, are you certain that you wish to activate Huitzilopochtli? Oh, fudge. Because I wouldn't want to. So, those who are perished but could be brought back, like saved, are their lives the more important, or the ones who were living since then? Who did not perish yet, did not fail yet, even if they might. But we actually don't know if the other version would be a fail or it will be just like a different type of existence. It could be, this could be like destroying everything with only the chance of allowance to life to be reborn. And it could be that, okay, authority is back and everything is exactly the same. As far as this guy was talking, and any of that is possible. However, there is 3 confirmations needed, and I would be curious about the second and the third. But here, the very first question is something that I wouldn't go for. But I'm really interested if I'm clicking on activate, confirm activation, what would stop us at the very end? Because there is no way that this kind of choice can be made here in the game. So I'm curious. And curiosity gets me there. My choice is cancel activation all through and through. Sweeping Skyfire generator is on approach, supplying energy. Calibration initiated. Second confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate Huitzilopochtli? Okay, so it's 3 times. Confirm activation. Sweeping Skyfire generator is continuing to its approach. Okay, so we are just seeing this. Phlogiston flow strength increased, accelerating. Okay, I'm waiting because I want to see this. High ambient heat detected. Third confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate Huitzilopochtli? Hey, I can't even answer that. Confirm activation, cancel activation. But I'm curious. I want to go with it. I want to go through. I want to see this get together. Even though I don't agree with how it's going on. But it's like, leave everything as it is, or see what's what. Confirm. Third confirmation complete. Let's see. Something will come up with it. I'm waiting. It seems like this is infinite. Okay. So this is your choice then. Ah, yes, this too is fine. Perhaps I should have made the same choice as you all those years ago, even though how regrettable. Sweeping Skyfire generator at closest possible proximity. Collision gather final complete. Destroyed and thus welcome the moment of rebirth. Before you stretches a bird of pure white. None can know what light means in this realm, for it permeates every corner. Nor does time retain any meaning. 10 million years pass in what seems but a moment. It, or something that was once it, is the sole remaining consciousness. This is the word the shadow can never again threaten, but is it a word with any meaning? It knows that the primal flame is not inexhaustible, though it shall burn for billions of years in this dark cosmic sea. Sometimes it recalls, as if in a dream, travels it once embarked on alongside two companions when the land was still tangible. Two companions? Holding on to these memories, it thinks it might yet endure the torment until death comes upon eternity's far shore. Still, it recalls time and again, but still, for reasons none can know, only it remains. If it could return to that moment, was there another choice? Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So that was... It showed us the choice. Behold, and its activation array. Bring it to life this way, blah blah blah. I think it's the same. Just like on a complete bubble. Perhaps the entire... But the authority over primal flame. When Atlan is fully phlogistonized. Yeah, only draconic phlogiston. Yeah, no, I suspect that any such rulership. Yeah. Then you shall reclaim all light, even if doing... Who knows? Now then choose, draw near, and then feel. Oh wait, traveler. Oh my. Never. What will happen? Whatever, whatever. It may be. So, our consciousness remained. We basically destroyed the entire world. So, this is like a never-ending story. Bastian? I think it... Yeah, Sebastian. Sebastian was... has destroyed everything just to bring it back the way it was. And also a similar... I think it's more similar to that, but also similar to what happened at the end of Evangelion. Evangelion? Perhaps she and the blah 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 blah, so we're going to the same. Entering trigger sequence, yeah. First confirmation, cancel. Results confirmed. Sweeping Skyfire activation sequence has been cancelled. Huitzilopochtli has ceased operation, so this is your decision, I presume. Why did you do it? I still believe in humanity and... I will not put Petunia and Paimon at risk after I have done it. And yet you may not hold the same pride of place in their hearts. Are they not adventurers who roam the world? Perhaps it was only out of charity or the desire to gain treasure or some other reward that they brought you here. Perhaps in their hearts they even harbor grievances against the nuisance you make of yourself, roaring in this way and that as you do. What they think of me matters little. They, however, are important to me. That's what really counts. You have no idea what folly you have chosen, or what you shall now lose. There is still time, you know. I will not activate it. Even if the wisdom and power you enjoy now will fade without the primal flame's aid. It was the fire I allotted to you that granted you that intellect, yet deprived of our primal source, we shall merely share the feeblest of flames between two meager matches. Soon everything here shall cease to exist, and you will lose both your strength and power of speech. How will you tell your traveler and Paimon of this world that you almost gained, yet in the end lost? They don't have to know about something as silly as this. Fool. You do not even know where they are, nor is there any way back from this place. If there isn't a way back to them, then I make one. Yep, let's talk to him. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Understandable. Goodbye. Huh. Come back, you know, not what you pretermit. Huh. Interesting. You burn through the power vested in your body. Come back. Your folly is beyond belief. You are not as important to them as you think. Now that's a bad father talk. Okay. Break your companions out. Whoa, we're about to be trapped. Huh? Nothing happened. Wait, no. Did you save us? Shellhead? Roar? If you've grown this big, does that mean that you've recovered? Could it be that... Be on your guard. The battle is not over yet. Alright, and there's still that big guy. Okay. Human and Saurian as one. You have developed an unspoken synergy with your Tapatisaurus companion during your journeys together. When your foe launches powerful attacks, you will be able to spot their weaknesses and fight back alongside your companion. Okay. What does that mean? And what do I need to do with that? I think I... What? Oh, okay, so I did it right. Just didn't understand. Okay, this way this will be easy. What? Ah, I see. So that was a protection shield. Aha. Okay, this is easier than expected. This way. Oh. Well, okay. Can I? Oh, I can. I can eat my way through. And lasted. Phew, guess it's finally over. Oh, chosen dragons, you have completed every trial set before you. The Flame Lord's blessing has been dispelled. The curse has been lifted. Huh, guess it's finally over. Oh, but there is no mark. I was gonna say, for you to have grown up this big and yet still be safe, Shahad, could it be that fighting was just what was needed to remove the bloodline curse? Still, that Sage of the Stolen Flame weirdo didn't show up, not even once. Maybe he already did. Did you see him, little guy? Oh, nope. Wait, what's wrong? Were you hurt during the battle? Grrr. Chosen dragons, I chose you after much deliberation. And you have my thanks for all you have done. I have always believed in you. It's hard for me to say this, traveler. Never forget that I love you. What? Bro? Hey, Shahad, what's got into you? Uh-oh. And hey, you're back to your normal size? Oh. Oh yeah, because that was temporary, so he temporarily lost the ability to speech. Then probably maybe now his memories are dissipated as well. Oh, this whole place is shaking. Is it okay about the blow? Let's get Shahad out first. Right, oops, can't forget his scarf. So if this, this is as far as the maintenance functions go. I thought your technical skills could have taken us a bit further. Still, I finally understand how you felt, Shokatl, my great brother. I now know what it means to come to the end of one's days, to yearn to see this one thing done, or to receive that single clear answer, and to be willing to do anything to accomplish these goals. I imagine you'd scold me. Why are things I say and do always worlds apart? So the other whom he was talking to was Shokatl. I mean, at this point it's obvious. If I had truly wished for a dragon to activate that system, should I not have raised them within the sacred city, teaching them to hate this world? Why did I send them to be humans? be by the human side. Perhaps deep down I still wish to believe. But look, isn't it wonderful? It made the same choice I made back then, and Dochkan too, for that matter. My king. Wait a second. Okay. So he's talking by himself though. My king, my elder brother, O Lord, who gave me life on the day you yourself were born, you once said that in my final moments I would understand your desire. Haha, but it seems that on this point alone I cannot concede. Interesting. So a lot of lore, but nothing has changed. Well, that was weird. All that shaking and all the volcano did was blow off just a little smoke. We ran ourselves silly just for that? Or? Not that you had to run, we grabbed you and booked it. Still, you gave us quite a fright fainting the way you did after the battle. Are you still feeling unwell? Roar. Sure, sounds like the burst is over. Anyway, so is that Flamelord's blessing gone now? But Sharehead still has that mark on his head. Reach out to the little Tapetosaurus. As you reach out to your hand, he stands up straight on his hind legs, rubbing his horn gently against your palm. The mark, red as flame itself, has dimmed and cooled, no longer concealing that faint warmth. It seems that whatever power it once had is gone now. Roar. Paimon can't help but feel like you were a bit smarter while you were bigger just now. Now well, you're back to looking a bit silly. True, but he's our silly guy. I like him just the way he is. Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, who'd have thought that we'd remove that Flame Lord's blessing, huh? We might just be on our way to writing ourselves a new legend. All this adventuring made Paimon hungry, though. Should we go get some blaze meat stew, or maybe a little cake? Roar. You wanna eat both? You greedy little saurian. But today is a day to celebrate, so sure, let's go right now. Finale Ember Forged. Okay, we've done it. There, and this one. And okay. Oh, it's here. Use. Oh. Auto mini. Roar. But I would have expected the small one to be here. What else? We can wish. Of course, nothing. But we can wish. But of course, nothing. Okay. Well, I'm going to gather these stuff. I need to kill a few saurians because we need the...
Get to work!
Hey. Now gathering everything. Even more. Oh, let me grab that one. And then that one. What? What is happening? What was that? It happened on my end. Huh. Carrie? Well then, are you interested in the strength training camp too? Use the equipment as you will, but judging by those sticks you have farms, just don't injure yourself, you hear? Hey now, I exercise a ton every day. I have you know I can send a villager flying with one punch. Really now, why don't you go practice your bragging skills on that big square block next to you first? Attack it or slam it to score points based on your strength. Come on, I wanna see what you got.
Heads up! Did that grow out of the ground?
What about these guys?
Heads up!
Nothing? Whatever. Are you serious? You broke a corner of that block off? At least the last person to do that was Varessa. Was Varessa. Looks like you've got a gift for this, just like her. It took some effort, I give you that. Easy peasy. I guess appearances really are deceiving. You know, I'd hire you as a coach here if you'd let me. Ah yes, try some of these fruits aplenty. It's pretty popular amongst our trainees. Word is that it can boost your athletic performance. Okay. You casually try to lift off the barbell with one hand, it doesn't move. You adjust your stance, grip the barbell firmly and strain at something. You summon the strength of the 10 elephants and one particular buff giraffe. Okay. Your toes are now throbbing painfully, but it is the sweet pain of total victory over your barbell, whatever. If you don't let me read it, then I won't read it. Okay, so the thing is that now we are, let's just say, outside. So there are a lot of things that we can still get inside the volcano. Offer. Yeah, so it still doesn't allow me to go over. The last 10 is behind us. I mean, ahead of us. I can talk. As the pilgrim's choice fills with memories, the story of Natlan marches on. Open the pathway. Glance, choose the direction. Chests. Perhaps compared to the bird that was within its grasp, there is something else that matters more. Okay, now we are with another wish. Another insignificant one. What else is there? I mean, there's. Oh, I have to do the weeklies using. Fragile. Are those the fragile ones? Fragile resin, yeah. I know one of these. Last time I was trying to get it, we kinda got sidetracked.
Hurry up, Brassa! Quick! Find somewhere to hide!
There's one.
Light it up!
Finally! Charge! Oof! Hero incoming!
There. Kinda don't like this enemy. Are we here or is it up there? Probably up there. Right? Right? Yes.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash?
So this was one. Let me go up there. So the thing is that there is this stuff. It still has 7 days, so I will get to that. Well, not today. That's the main thing. Yeah, so I have been
Be
here.
careful! Watch out for low-flying rebels!
Oh. Okay, maybe I have not been
Fulfill our
here.
pact! Let's ride!
Bow before your king! You two! Time to end them! There! Let's hope it didn't spew out anything too weird this time.
Okay, so this takes some time. Yeah. So that didn't help.
Running late again.
Eee.
Look out below! Charge!
Come on.
Get to work!
Let's ride.
Full throttle! It's justice o'clock! Volcano kablam! Headbutt! Maximum power! Keep lolling! Eat Papa! Get him!
Let's ride.
Target acquired. Two can play at that game.
Heads up! Right! Fulfill our pact!
Okay. What you're planning to do?
Hurry up, Grassa! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Easley!
By the way, let's do it this way because it takes way too much time to do this.
Locked up.
Oh, glory! The dead would bleed! Why me?
Burn it down.
Two can play at that game.
Why me?
I just did that and it's already doing it again.
Time to end them! Show no mercy!
Light it up.
I got him cornered.
And again it does that.
Fulfill our pact! Time to roll!
Come on.
Get to work!
It's going to be the end.
Show no mercy!
Yep. Alright. Wasn't intentional. Are these guys going to get back in 10 seconds as well? Maybe not. Maybe not. And the volcano is acting up again.
Okay.
Okay, so it really is 5 seconds. Yeah, I've been here. I remember this place.
Try and stop me!
Ah. That was so bad. Wait. What is down here? Nothing.
Running late again.
Nothing around here. Either.
Running late again.
So where could the last one be? Hmm.
Time to roll.
What the frick? Either jump or fall or whatever, but that was not normal. I mean, you chose the fall. I get it.
Time to roll.
Oh, that's the statue. Hey. What's this? Because I think here I finished this one, that's why the drawing is like that. Could be. Alright, this is the best point to finish it because I have to go to sleep. I'm working tomorrow and whatnot. You know, adulting.
What?
And I also want to watch a few tower videos about what I just experienced. Yeah. Yes. Another achievement. What did I do? Oh yeah, the duelist thingy. 1158. 9. Yeah, I can count. Achievements being done. It's quite a few. Oh, before I forget. Daily check-in. Huh. I did not do daily check-ins for a while. Why? Whatever. I did it now. And this is where I'm going to get off. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.